Greetings and salutations. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy 2nd of October. Not the 1st, the 2nd. So we are already into the month of October with our very first read. Greetings, greetings and salutations. Happy Monday, y'all. Let us start off with words of wisdom. Let us draw a card for today. Dear universe, creator, spirit guides, please give us words of wisdom, encouragement for the collective to draw on this day. We get best version. Best version. Look at this little carriage, little Cinderella carriage. Every day I am growing into my full potential. Therefore, I am becoming more intrinsically valuable to the world. So I will walk with arms wide to receive the challenges coming my way at this moment. I am the best version of myself, and tomorrow I'll be even better. Namaste. Let me read this bottom part one more time. I will walk with arms wide to receive the challenges coming my way. At this moment, I am the best version of myself, and tomorrow I'll be even better. Namaste, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and draw an oracle card for today, dear universe creator. Spirit guides, please give us a card to meditate just for today. All right, we get focus. So pay attention to these cards. This is what the universe wants us to meditate on today. Focus. All right? If you have been feeling scattered, now is the time to hone in on your desires. Time to be direct and very clear with your intentions. Watch your thoughts because you are drawing into your life what you are focusing on. Meditate on this card when you want clarity and directness in thought and speech. The symbol is the bow and arrow. The bow and arrow have long been used as a weapon for hunting and protection. Now they are used more for sport. It is with great focus, discipline, and sight that one becomes a skilled archer. Okay? So, time to be clear and direct with your intentions. Pay attention to your thoughts because we are in creation mode. So, what you are focusing on is what you are creating in the ether. So, make sure that what you are creating is what you desire, not what you do not desire. So don't focus on what you don't want in your life. Only focus on what you want brought in to your life. Time to create. Time to create the world that we wish to live in. Right now, y'all. It is time. Okay, let's go ahead and get this party started. Thank y'all so much for the wonderful questions. I'm going to be begging y'all again. If you have questions that you would like answers to, please drop them in the comment section below this video. Please, this show only goes on if I have questions from y'all. So please, if you have questions, please ask them. Personal, political, entertainment, whatever you would like. All right, here we go. My first question is from Sharon Y. And I had predicted that the Republicans were going to definitely shut down the government, and I was incorrect. We dodged that bullet, thank goodness. Enough cooler heads prevailed to push through a resolution. So we don't have a budget. We have a continuing resolution, which means we have kicked the can down the road again, which was part the second part of my prediction. So they've kicked the can down the road for a few weeks. In a few weeks, we will be here again. Guys, the one thing that I need you to understand is that the Republicans that we have that are in power right now, this is how they are going to govern. They are going to govern through chaos, and it is going to be stupidity. Okay? So they've kicked the can down the road, and in a few weeks we will be here again trying to resolve a budget. They are going to keep kicking this can down the road until, and this is going to happen, the Republicans are going to lose. McCarthy is going to get voted out. He is going to get voted off the island. And like I said before they settle on whoever their next pick is going to be, because a whole lot of people don't want the job. And y'all, you do not want Marjorie Taylor Greene as the Speaker of the House. And if you don't believe that she's pushing for it, she's pushing for it, even though she doesn't have the tenure. But these are the Republicans. That's what we do not want, okay? It's not going to happen. But don't put your energy there either. All right. So we dodged a bullet. We didn't have a shutdown, but we are not out of the woods yet. We still have the sham of an impeachment inquiry going on, which, guys, I am so happy this is televised. It would be terrible if it wasn't televised. I think this being televised is what is going to shame and shock a large swath of our population who is brainwashed, who are followers who only listen to talking heads. Guys, information, all of this, when they televise it, they don't have any control over what those people are saying. And if the people are watching, they're asking the same questions. There's no evidence. How are you impeaching someone with no evidence? And why are you impeaching somebody who hasn't done anything, but you fought against impeaching the person who did everything? Okay? So, my first question from Sharon Y is a guy named Tim. Let's see if I got his whole name here. No, I don't have his whole name. A guy named Tim was on the Family Feud show. And Steve Harvey asked him a question. What is something that you wish you never did? The man named Tim answered, I wish I had never said I do. Recently, his wife was found dead with 14 gunshot wounds to her person. She was found unalived with 14 gunshots. Sharon's question is, did Tim kill his wife? Did Tim on the Family Feud murder his wife? Terrell, please give us yes or no. Yeah, first card out. Yes, and guys, even though he's denying it, Homeboy had a insurance policy on her. Made it look like some type of invasion or something, and he may not have been the one to pull the trigger, but he is definitely behind it. All right. And this news is going to come out. There is a spy in the camp that is going to come out and sing everything on how this person set this whole thing up. Yes, Shay. Tim eliminated his ex-wife. Tim eliminated his ex-wife and skated with all the money. So, and the answer about saying I do was the number 2 answer on the big board on the Family Feud. That was the number 2 answer, was to say I do. My next question from Sharon is, will there come a time when government officials will lose their pay when they shut down the government? Will there come a time that state government officials will lose their pay if the government shuts down? Yes or no, Tarot, please answer this question. Here we go. Will the government yep, it's right here. Yes. And this, I got three big old yeses. This is going to be, they are going to, guys, we are in a system of change. Everything about our government, after Donnie's debacle, after all of this, our government is going to change. All of this that is happening right now, and it must. So don't be scared about the chaos that our government is under. All of this is going to serve a very big purpose. Number one, everything that is must be destroyed. It has to be completely taken down to dirt, to nothingness. And then we as a collective have to decide how and if we desire to be governed by our peers, or if we decide that we want to stand in the God power that we have and we can do our own doggone thing. Anyway, the answer is yes. There is going to come a time when the government changes the rules that if you shut down the government, you don't get paid either. Okay, and it should be. I'm sorry, if you can't pass a budget because your party is doing lame things, there should be consequences. You should be made to resign. Maybe there should be a recall vote in your area. Maybe there should be some serious consequences for failure to do your job. Maybe if we decided to hold the people who hold us accountable, things might change. But we gave them the rule book and told them that they didn't have to follow the rules. We don't hold them accountable for anything. That's the first thing that must change. All right. My next question. This is a good one. I didn't hear about this one. And this is for entertainment purposes only, y'all. Diddy, the artist, is allowing former bad boy artists to buy the rights to their music from his platform. But they have to sign an NDA, a total non-disclosure agreement, about everything they know about Diddy and his music company, to be able to get the rights to their music. Sharon wants to know, will Diddy ever be held accountable for the people he is accused of unaliving? Kim Porter, Biggie Smalls. Yes or no? Universe, Tarot, Creator, Spirit Guides. Will Diddy ever be held accountable for the crimes that he committed? And the first card out, y'all. Look at this. And it's going to cost him some money. This is going to get drug up. There is something coming for Diddy, y'all. There is something coming big for Diddy. Because at the end of this man is going to lose. This man is going to lose. I kind of see Diddy, when they get through with him, he's going to look a lot like Bill Cosby. Okay? What they did to Bill Cosby, they finna do to Diddy. Diddy gonna be sitting in there with what's that dude? I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. He gonna be next door cell neighbors to him. Let me pull all of these cards here, but we got a yes, a definite yes that Diddy is going to, at some point, be held accountable for all the evil things that he has done. We've got the Chariot, which means this is coming kind of quickly, y'all. But we also have the Coffin card, the Repose card. Okay? So there's a lot of stuff that is going on under in the current of things that is kind of going to be devastating for old Diddy. All right? For entertainment purposes only. But yes, he will be held accountable for the crap that he has done on this plane of existence. He is not going to get away scot-free. My next question is from Soulshine 3288. And this one is about Tupac. And Tupac's not a political figure, so I'm going to use the personal cards on Tupac. Soulshine wants to know, was Dwayne Jackson the person arrested for Tupac's death? Was this the actual person who killed Tupac? And I live here, and I used to work a job in a fancy high-rise, not hotel, it was a living place here in, well, it was hotels, but it was for the elites. And there was this guy who lives there. And I ain't going to say his name because I know this dude has got some serious reach. But I kind of believe that dude is the one who killed Biggie. If he didn't kill him, he had a whole lot to do with it. And that dude used to be pimping a year at one point. I ain't going to say no names. I'll just give you that. Used to be a pimp of the year. Was a one-time pimp of the year. All right. Is the person arrested for Tupac's death the actual person, Dwayne Jackson? Was Dwayne Jackson the actual person who killed Tupac Shakur? Okay. First card is a yes. All right, let me read this to you. So yes, they do have the right person, but we've got some other stuff that's I'm going to read all three of these cards. Okay, so the first question is yes. It says, the universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams. So we got the star, and the answer is yes. Hope, recognition, and that's the word, recognition. He was recognized. I feel like there may have been some witnesses. However, the one thing that I got to say about this, Tupac died in in the 90s. This is 2023. Okay, I want to say Tupac died at least 30 years ago. And they done went into somebody's house and they saying they done found all this, that, and the other. When Tupac died, two things there wasn't. Number one was cell phones. Okay? There were no cell phones. All right? There were no cell phones. So there's a whole lot of stuff that that's stuck in my crop. And if the cops have known for these 30 years who killed Tupac, why were they sitting on this information this whole time? Why? Probably because they had to clean their part up out of it. But that's just conjecture on my part. I'm going to read these other two cards. The second card we got on Dwayne, we got a no. And listen to this, delayed news. And this is what I'm saying. The time that it took, if they have all this concrete evidence that they could walk into somebody's house 30 years later and find evidence of a murder that was committed, that was not committed inside of this house, that was committed on a street where somebody drove up next to a car and opened fire. Okay, so let's not get this twisted. Y'all take all of this with a grain of salt. Whoever this Dwayne Jackson guy is, this guy, even if he did have something to do with it, 30 years after the fact, and they got all this concrete evidence, but they didn't have this evidence at all this time before. I say this is suspect. I say this is very suspect. But Tarot says that Dwayne Jackson is the one who killed Tupac. I'm not going to argue with Tarot. Okay? But I will say that I do not believe that if Dwayne Jackson is the person who is responsible for killing Tupac, he is not alone. Where are the rest of them? Who was the facilitator? And why did they sit on this for 30 freaking years? Those are just some of the questions that I have. But Taro Sharon says yes. Or not Sharon, Soulshine says yes. Dwayne Jackson is, I'll say, one of the people responsible for Tupac's death. And the last card we got is a yes, no. So, and this one says major choices, love, soulmates, kindred spirits, partnerships, relationships, romance. So I'm kind of feeling like this Dwayne Jackson must have been in partnership or some type of partnership with Tupac. Who was in the car with Tupac? When that Suge Knight. When that Suge Knight, he lived. Yeah, there was an association. A whole lot of criminals was doing a whole lot of stuff. But yes, Soulshine, Dwayne Jackson is one of the people, Taro says is one of the people responsible for Tupac's death. 30 years later, and they have all this concrete evidence. I just want to know why they didn't arrest this guy 5 minutes after he did it, if they have all this concrete evidence that still holds up so well after 30 years. Soulshine has another question, and this is a weather question. Soulshine wants to know, how will the Super El Nino affect the weather in the southeastern United States this winter? Soulshine, if you are down near Tennessee, around there, I'm gonna tell you this. Georgia's gonna see snow this year. Georgia will have a dusting of snow. So will the Carolinas and the Virginias. It is going to be a winter of epic proportions. This is going to be something that we have every winter that we have had has been worse than the previous year. Okay? This one is not going to be any different. It is going to be wet and it is going to be cold. This is going to be a snowfall winter. There is going to be a lot of precipitation this year, and it's going to be over the majority of the continental United States. Now, even here in the desert regions, Arizona and Nevada and New Mexico will get dustings of snow this winter. Okay, the only ones that I don't see getting any snow, and I could be wrong because Tallahassee may get a dusting, is Florida. Okay, that is the only one. But Florida is going to be colder this winter. It's going to be unseasonably cold in the swamp, okay, and in the deserts. So Florida is the only place that I don't see getting snow, okay? Everybody else, you're going to get some, okay? And that includes the eastern seaboard all the way down to Georgia. All right. My next question is from Risa. Risa says, I have been sun gazing and moon gazing lately. And lately, the moon is separating into two parts. I've never experienced this before. What does it mean? Okay, so, and I'm gonna throw this out there for you, Risa. When you're moon gazing and you find that separation, number one, congratulations on getting that deep into your meditative phase. Congratulations. That is a feat. But with that separation of the moon, okay, those two things coming apart, what I want you to focus on is that whole separation. Read up on what Make sure that you're looking at both sides of every situation, okay? Make sure that you're examining, if you're meditating and answering questions, look at both sides. I don't like to use the word play devil's advocate because that's just not a good thing to say, but look at things from all angles. The visualization of the moon separating and becoming two is saying that you need to pay attention to what is seen and is unseen, and you're going to find clarity in that. But that separation is to me, it's saying look closely at all sides of situations that you're dealing with. Don't just look at the surface. Pick it up, turn it over, examine it. Make sure that you understand everything about your questions or situations that you find yourself in, because there may be something that you're not seeing. Okay? So these two moons are saying, look at everything very carefully. You may find something you didn't see before. All right, there you go, Risa. My next question is from Shay Shay. Shay Shay, this is a personal question. This is the easy one. Shay Shay wants to know, what is it that newborn babies laugh and giggle at when there's nothing around? Okay? Guys, we are never alone. And we are not alone even in infancy. Okay? When we come, we may have been dropped off by somebody. Grandparents, aunties, uncles, anybody who we have a soul connection with could be a guardian of ours. Children see, okay? They see what we can't because they have a pure mind and a pure spirit. They haven't been reprogrammed. It hasn't been reprogrammed out of them yet. If we could get to our purest self, we would be able to see what is on the other side of the veil as well, okay? So what babies are seeing, they're seeing grandmas, grandpas, they're seeing friends, they are seeing somebody who is manifesting in front of them, maybe making faces, blah, 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 hi, baby, tickling them, whatever. But the child sees it and the child is reacting to it. And guys, if you have children or grandchildren, please, please try not to crush the magic out of them. Don't call their spirit friends imaginary friends. Call them spirit friends. Call them spirit friends. Stop crushing, because our words, we put spells, we put our own children under spells to keep them rooted in 3D. We lie to them and we take the truth from them. We take the truth from them and we replace it with lies. We've got to do better, okay? And we've got to understand that we're doing it. Every time that we tell a child, there's a Santa Claus, there's an Easter Bunny, there's a this, that, or the other fake believe thing, when we lie to a child to get them to invest, to spiritually invest, because we're asking a child to believe in it, and we will punish a child for not believing in Santa Claus. And don't lie and say that you don't. How many parents out there have said, oh, you don't believe in Santa Claus? Well, I guess Santa Claus ain't gonna come. And the only thing that you did was damage your child. You lied to your child in the first place. Stop it. What is the point of teaching your child that there is a Santa Claus? Why not teach your child to be Santa Claus instead of to believe in something that doesn't exist? And then we wonder why a whole full part of our civilization can't tell the difference between the truth and a lie, cannot tell the difference between an honest person and Donald freaking Trump. Stop lying to your kids and stop attaching consequences to the belief of a lie from your kids. That's wrong. And I'm going to scream it. It's wrong. Stop it. Stop it. Teach your children about magic. Let them believe in themselves. Let them create. Stop putting them in a box and then strapping the lid to it so that the child can't get out, and then pointing your finger at the child and saying, well, why would you believe that anyway? Why would you lie to your child anyway? Ask yourself, what's the point of Santa Claus? Because at some point in your own life, when you realized that there wasn't one, there was a pain. And there was also another thing, a thing that you get called distrusting your parents. Why should parents be the first ones to lie to their children when children look up to us as the ones who are supposed to lead them? Examine why we're doing the things we're doing. And if you're saying, oh, we're doing it because it's fun, ask yourself, is it really fun for the child to be made to believe a lie only to find out someday that it's not true? Oh, you can rationalize it in your adult mind and say, oh, well, we were just having fun trying to give you something to believe in. Well, why not give your child you to believe in? Why not give your child themselves to believe in? Why not fill that void with magic and wonder instead of lies and deceit? All right? All right. Okay. All right. I'm done preaching. Here we go. This question is from Sachet. When the government does its financial reset, Sachet wants to know, will we lose money that is in our bank accounts, or will the amount of our debt be increased? And Sharon, Sachet, I have to answer this question this way. And it depends. It really depends on what financial institution you are using. Because if you are using some of these fly-by-night, rinky-dink, Rudy-poot, little tiny things, yeah, some of these may be absolved, may go defunct overnight. And yes, your money can just disappear. So this is going to be kind of a shell game for some people, not for all people, but for people who have money in financial institutions, and I'll say this, that are not FDIC insured, you might want to reconsider. This has to do with a lot of credit unions as well. If it is not FDIC insured and the institution goes up, if there's no insurance on your money and it goes, your money is gone. That's what that FDIC means, that your money is protected. It is federally insured. So, at this time, make sure that whoever you're doing your banking with has federal insurance on your money. We do your homework as well. Do your homework, and you might want to spread your wealth around. Open a couple of bank accounts. Have more than one, so that if one goes down, that at least you have something else. All right? All right. Okay. My next question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl says, I was right about the New York weather. A state of emergency has been issued in New York and New Jersey. They are swimming up in New York. They in an aquarium up in New York. I think the water has probably resided, but I know that water caused a lot of havoc over the weekend. I'm sorry, Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl's next question is about General Mark Milley. Old Donald Dump Truck called for General Mark Milley to be executed. Called for a man to be murdered. Is General Milley, will General Milley be attacked or targeted by MAGA? And everything in me is screaming yes. I mean, it's almost trying to close my eye over here. Yes. Let's ask Taro. Taro, is General Mark Milley in danger from the maggots? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Mark Milley is in danger, and there's something is going to need to be done. The threats against that old dump truck made against Mark Milley might be something that actually gets him censured, if they can censure a private citizen. But this gag order, guys, I feel like Donnie is playing footsie. He is literally trying to see how far he can push it before they lock him up. I don't think he believes that they can do it. And he is going to try to push the envelope. And it's a stupid endeavor because they can lock him up. And they are making plans on how they will lock him up. And yes, whoever said military bases is absolutely correct. When Donnie goes to jail, he will be held on a military institution. As much as he loved Guantanamo Bay, he is going to be in his own. Woo! All right. But the answer to will Mark Milley be targeted by the GOP or by the maggots is yes. The next question, I think this is from Sachet as well. The Senate Dems outmaneuvered Tuberville and made 3 key appointments to the military over the last weekend. Will Tuberville bend to allow the military to work, or will the Senate have to keep tricking him? So let's ask this question about Tuberville. I think, is it Tommy Tuberville? Will this freaking fascist criminal allow the military, stop with his abortion ban and allow the military to get back to work? Will Tuberville stop with his abortion ban and allow the military to get back to work? Yes or no? First card out, we got the spy in the, oh, we got a yes. We got 2, 3, 4 yeses. Tommy Tuberville is going to fold like a piece of paper. At some point, all of his obstruction is just going to be too much for everybody. Everybody's going to have enough of it. Whoever has told him to stall this is going to take the kibosh off. And this is rich people, rich money, because he is a puppet. He is doing this because somebody is telling him to do this. But Tommy Tuberville is going to fold. And he's going to get off of this, and our military appointments will be made. There you go. All right. Last question of the day. The new Supreme Court term started today. Where are the justices' focus at this time? I'm going to do 2 piles instead of doing each justice. I'll do Republicans and I'll do Democrats, since there is a clear divide. So we're going to do the Republicans over here on the left-hand side, and we'll do the Democrats over here. Well, why don't we switch that? We'll do the Republicans on the left, and we'll do the Democrats. We'll do the Democrats on the left and the Republicans on the right. That way I won't be confused. Here we go. Democrats I'll throw first. What is the justice's focus in the Supreme Court at this time? What is the Supreme Court's focus? Huh. Okay. Oh. Oh, got night and day for the Republicans and the Democrats. For the Democrats on the left here, the first card we've got coming out for the Democratic Supreme Court justices is we've got death, the end. This is an end. This is something coming to a definitive end. And we've got this anxiety, stressed out card here with it. So I'm going to say that the Democratic justices are seriously worried about where our world is going right now. Um, they're looking at things coming to an end and they're worried about it. And guys, this could be some stuff that we need. We don't have the majority, which means all of our justices are outnumbered. Anything that the Republicans bring, they can basically pass. So the Republicans are upset, scared even. All right. But we do have some good news coming out of this. We have celebration, victory. This is the happy house, and this is the White House, and this is on the Republican side. So I want y'all to understand, we gonna win that White House in 24. Don't worry about it. There's gonna be a whole lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on. But I mean, the chaos, guys, it's gonna get crazy. So, and we've got the King of Wands here. And I want to say this might be Biden. So the Democratic Supreme Court justices are worried about something coming to an end. And I kind of feel like these might be programs or things that we need that the GOP is going to try to take away through the Supreme Court. Now, here we go on the right. We got the Republicans over here, and they got the world. They've got control of the Supreme Court. Okay, so they're not worried about a whole lot. They got the fool. They're not worried about a whole lot. Again, these people in here, I kind of think this is a Federalist Society. They've got money. They've got lots of money, and they are going to try to do everything they can to bring this country to its knees. They are going to have us in all up in our emotions, guys, and they're going to be going after women, 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 women. Oh my goodness. So there you go. There you go. The Democrats are worried. The Republicans are wanting to take everything and lock it away. There we go. I'll do a deep dive on each individual justice a little later in the month. All right. There you go, guys. That was my last question. So, again, if you have questions, personal, political, entertainment, whatever, drop them in the comment section below this video. Okay? Weather report for this week. Woo! Okay, we've got some churning up. It's about to get cold this week, y'all. Temperatures gonna drop. Early morning temperatures. Y'all send the kids out, layer them up. Layer them up. It'll be beautiful afternoons, but it's gonna be some chilly warm mornings. So nothing out of the ordinary uh, for this time of year, but it is gonna be cold in the morning. So please, y'all, don't let your little kids just scoot out the house in shorts and flip flops. It's gonna be cold, and you know that disease that starts with a C that has a 19 behind it ain't gone nowhere. So understand. You know, my brother just texted me that he done got it again. It has not gone anywhere. Be aware of COVID. If you are a person who has a compromised immune system, might be time for you to go ahead and put your mask back on when you go out into public. Okay? Just a suggestion. Do what you want to do. But the next big virus is on its way to us. And it will come through COVID. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. All right? So protect yourself the best way you know how to. All right? It is a personal choice. All right, there you go. Um, so, this week's weather. I still feel like there's going to be some rain, and it hasn't come here yet. California, I keep seeing, I see water. So be prepared. If this one materializes, this is going to be as bad as New York. Again, I see those flooding events happening in California as bad as they did in 2023. Or no, I'm sorry, in 2023. This winter, when everything was flooding in California. I see a severe, big torrential rainstorm, big storm front coming. And that's got a lot of water, and that one has some snow into it too, but I don't think California is going to get any of that snow. As that system moves across the United States, I feel like Wyoming, Minnesota are going to get snow. Okay? I don't even know where Wyoming is. But Wyoming's going to get some snow. And I feel like Wyoming is flat. Am I right? And they don't usually get a whole lot of snow. You're going to get some snow out of this system that's coming from California. So this is the system that is moving right now. Okay, so it's bringing colder temperatures with it. It's going to cool us right down kind of quick. And then we've got a lot of moisture that's going to be moving across the continental United States. And we've got them hurricanes. I told y'all, if y'all is down there in the Gulf of Mexico, prepare. Sandbag, prepare. Texas, prepare for power outages. Period. Buy a generator. Please, if you live in Texas, buy a generator. Buy a generator. Buy a generator. Please. You are definitely going to need one. And people in Texas are going to freeze to death when the power goes out this winter. Please, please look forward and buy the things that you need to help keep you alive this winter. All right? All right. There you go. There you go for the weather. I don't want to go any deeper into it than that. Be prepared for that hurricane now. And be prepared for some straight line tornado winds coming up North Texas, Oklahoma, Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley is going to be active when this storm from California starts making its way across the continental United States. So straight line winds are going to be a problem. But that's in Tornado Alley. Stay ready. All right? All right. Here we go, y'all. If you're still here, let's go ahead and prepare for the Reiki prayer. All right? Go ahead and exhale. Let go of anything that is holding you, that's got you feeling any kind of way. Put it down. Just put it down for this moment. Okay? Don't think about it. Set your intention for yourself for this day. I intend to live in joy. I intend to walk in truth. I intend to be a beacon for good, to come to me, through me, from me. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. Namaste. I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Psychic Tanya 9 for readings, sachets, bath bombs, room sprays, magic. Psychic Tanya 9 at gmail.com. Have a beautiful day. Bye, y'all.